Hello everyone, Todd Shelnut with you again, CFI Pro Courses, and another video to wrap up the month of February. And as I continue to field questions that come off of the Patreon channel, this is one that actually has been requested a couple of times since the turn of the new year, and that is, Todd, how do I teach the orientation of an aircraft in flight, or how do I teach outside visual reference and integrated flight instruction? What's the best way to teach it? What way do you teach it? And I'm going to explain that to you today on this video on how to use outside visual references. Stay tuned. All right. Well, if you check down below, what you'll actually see is some attachments that I'm going to give to you. Now, one of them is pretty simple, and actually both of these are pretty simple, but I'm going to tell you how I do it. And you can do it however you want to do it, okay? I'm not going to try to win your heart over in any one particular way, but I have this pretty easy way of doing it, and it's a less than $2 trick, and I'm going to give you all the material that you need to do it. So first thing I do is this. You can tell what this is. Now, you don't necessarily have to have a picture of this. It can be a picture of, I have a couple, okay? This is just a picture of a runway. And these I use in conjunction with something else, and I'm going to show you that something else. This, I had somebody create this for me. If you've ever bought one of my textbooks from me, you'll actually know that actually it's not in the multi-engine one, but it is in the single and multi-engine one. This actually is in the back of it as well. You get it already printed off on the paper for free. Now, what I do with my students is I hold this up like this, and then I take my image here and I put it on the paper like this. And I want the student to be able to see what the airplane looks like. What the airplane looks like as it's going down the runway. And then what I can do is I can change my pitch. Okay, there's a climb. And so you need to be just covering the trees there. Okay, that's a climb. If you're a VX climb, it looks something like that. That would be too low of a climb there. Would basically be almost level. And when you're landing, you know, come down to ground effect and hold that, hold that, hold that. You'll get a slight pitch. Hold it, hold it, hold it in ground effect. Hold it, hold it. Don't let it touch. Don't let it touch. Right there. Okay. So looking down at the end of the runway is where I want my student looking, as they're coming in to land. So I wish it was more complicated than this, but it's not. None of this stuff is complicated. I've already told you this on multiple different occasions. None of this stuff. If you send me the questions, if you send me your woes, I will help you. I promise. If an old, dumb, stupid country boy from Georgia can do this, I promise you, you can do this. And again, I have a couple of these backgrounds here, and I just take this image and I just transfer it over. You can see how easy it is, right? And you can do it for things like if you're teaching a steep turn. So let's just say that that was the horizon there. I can make the person, you know, show like the 45. Well, actually keep that. I can show the angle, the 45-degree bank angle in the window, and then they're rolling out and pitching back down. It's kind of hard to do this with my hands while I'm looking in the mirror there, looking in the monitor. It is a mirror of the monitor. Yeah. So this is what I use. Woo, there we go. It's a little bit too high, just stalled. So this is what I use. I want to put both these files down below, and I want you to, you can take this by like a FedEx or something, or by any office supply store, take this file by there, and they'll print it off on this nice little plastic paper for you. And then again, I will put this down there. You can find any picture of horizons. I'm kind of silly when it comes to all the different material that I have in my repertoire. So I have like a Phoenix, Arizona, rock, dry, arid kind of thing. I have some trees on one. I have an ocean on the other. Because if I just took off, like if you're taking off from Destin, Florida, or some other area where you're taking off out over the ocean on the southbound runway. So it's just up to you and how you do it. I wish the video was actually longer than this, but it's really not, because what a great tool. I get really big raves on this all the time about how incredibly neat this tool is and how it can help you to be able to become a better instructor. So pretty cool with your student. If you have one of those magnetic whiteboards, it's even better. You can just put the put this up there with the magnets, and then you can just, a lot of the times when you get this freshly printed, it'll actually stick to it. And you can also rub it on your hair like that, and it'll stick to the glass as well. Just make my pretty hair go down. Anyway, you can, this will be a really cool addition to you to add to your CFI training. And this is how easy it is. And I'm here to tell you all the tips and tricks more to help you better understand where you need to be as an instructor. I'm Todd Shellnutt with CFI Pro Courses. Thank you so much for being a Patreon member. And just remember that in March, I got a brand new studio down in Jacksonville, Florida that I'll be filming from. And hopefully, since I won't be working on other things as much after hours, I've been trying to sell my home, and it's been really kind of taking up a lot of my time. But if you are at the Maverick level, which is $40 or more, just please remember that you can schedule with me 1 hour per month, free online virtual ground school via Zoom, and you get access to the video on my Google Drive as long as you're a Patreon member. Actually, if you're smart about it, you can see, once you get it on, once you see it, you can just download it, and then you won't lose access to it if you ever stop becoming a Patreon member. Isn't that cool? Thanks so much for coming. I really appreciate you. Bye-bye.